I'm extremely happy that on the dot, all the participants have already joined, and there are quite a few who are on the YouTube link. So, thank you, parents. I had very confidently told Astha ma'am that all our parents, and not only parents, the grandparents also of our children, are so evolved that they will definitely be a part of this campaign. Thank you so much. Thank you, parents. Uh, I'm happy to introduce Ms. Astha Solanki, Deputy Commissioner of Vapi Mahanagar Palika. Madam Astha is an MPharm from Nirma University, Ahmedabad. She has worked as a scientist at Torrent Research Center for 3 years. Madam Astha is Deputy Collector from Gujarat Administrative Services and is currently working as a Deputy Municipal Commissioner. I am extremely grateful to ma'am that she immediately accepted our request to let Lumen students be a part of the cleanliness and sanitation drive of Vapi Mahanagar Palika. In today's presentation, Madam Astha will take us to the entire plan of how Lumen students can become brand ambassadors of Swachh Bharat and work towards making Vapi the cleanest town of Vapi. And this is very much possible because I remember, a few years back, talking to our students, and I only had to tell them once that we have to make our school very clean. And I'm very proud to say that I have never seen any child throwing a piece of paper or plastic in our school. And we want to see the same in entire Vapi. So over to Madam Astha, please. I have just one request, parents. Please check your mute button and video button. Keep both these buttons off throughout the call. And if you get a phone call in between, please do not receive the call and make sure that you again put your mute and video off. Okay, thank you so much. Over to Madam Astha.
Thank you, Gautami. Good evening, everyone. Gautami, I am audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, thanks. Okay, good evening, all of you. First of all, thank you so much from the Lumens School and also the parents who have joined on the short notice. So as Gautami Ben has said, the main aim for this meeting is something we are going to do about cleanliness in Vapi city. Many of you must be aware that in last Swachh Sarvekshan, which is a dream of actually current Prime Minister, sir, to see India as a cleanest city, cleanest country, he has started Swachh Bharat mission in 2014. Once he elected as a Prime Minister, this was the first mission he started. And after that, it is continuously growing. And every year, all the cities in their different capacities according to their population, Swachh Sarvekshan, which is actually a ranking mechanism for cleanest city, is going on. So in last Swachh Sarvekshan, Vapi got a first number in a category of Nagar Palika, because that time Vapi was a municipal council. It was Nagar Palika. So in that, in Gujarat, Vapi got the first rank. And throughout the Nagar Palika of the same category of India, it was at 20th position. But still, like, we are not stressing about this ranking that we got first rank, because still there are a lot of things to do. That is what we feel, because as a city, if you go outside, you cannot get to find a litter free road, any public places where you cannot find any dump. So this is the thing which we need to look after. So first of all, we will go for a short presentation that as a corporation, as an administrative body, what kind of work we are doing, what kind of issues we are facing, and how much these issues can affect the future of our kids. So first of all, I'll request Gautami to please start the presentation. Next. why we are today. As I said, there are a lot of things we need to understand, that how we collect garbage in Vapi city, why it is important to learn household level segregation, how much it is going to, harm us, why to keep our surrounding clean, why we should not burn the garbage in open area, how that waste is processed as at our processing site, what kind of challenges we face. So these are the things we are going to discuss in today's presentation. I'll not take much of your time. We will complete it as soon as possible. But the main aim is I want attention from the students as well as the parents, that what we are discussing today. And once this presentation is over, we'll keep the forum open so that the parents or kids, whoever want to give their ideas, we can discuss for 5 to 10 minutes about that only. Right. Next. Why to maintain our surrounding clean? As a citizen and as a human, we all know that how much it is important to keep our surrounding clean, hygienic, and litter free, right? What we should not do, we all know that we should not uh, throw our garbage in open area, we should not burn it, we should not throw the sanitary pads or diaper, which is like hazardous things, even the plastic material, plastic bags. So these are the things we should not do, and this is the very common thing we all know. In a city of Vapi, we as a corporation, we have 90 plus door-to-door collection vehicle. We are trying, because we are also at a very nascent stage as a corporation. We are also emerging. So there are chances that our system is not foolproof. You may find there are some loopholes, or there are some system which have some negative things. But yes, we are open to have all the critics from your side wherever we are lacking in our system. We have 90 plus vehicles which are GPS enabled. So we know where our this garbage collection van is moving. We have fixed route, fixed timing, and we daily monitor it also. Once that garbage is collected, we get this all the garbage at our processing plant where we process it. We will discuss how we process it. But here I'm again saying that we have this system, but there may be some lacking. So I would request everyone, if you are not getting this vehicle at fixed timing, you are not getting this vehicle daily, and if you have any complaint, we have our platform like our Vapi Municipal Corporation app. We have our phone numbers. You can consider it, and you can send your grievances to us. Next. So what are the challenges? The first challenges is we are not getting the segregated waste. What is segregation? We all know that wherever we seen these litter beans, they might be in blue or green color. Accordingly, that there are another segregation also for sanitary waste and hazardous waste, which are yellow bean and black bean. At this moment, we are having our vehicle segregated into two compartments for the wet waste and dry waste, that is green bean and blue bean. So we want that whatever waste is collected, आपका जितना भी कचरा है, आपके घर से ही अगर वो segregate होकर आएगा, तो हमारे प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट के ऊपर जब हम प्रोसेस करते हैं, we can easily process it. Next. Segregated. Next. सेग्रीगेटेड वेस्ट जो है, वो हम पूरा जो प्रोसेसिंग प्लांट पे प्रोसेस करते हैं, उसमें हमारा मेन इश्यू आता है कि प्लास्टिक वेस्ट जो है, वो प्लास्टिक वेस्ट जो है हम अगर सेग्रीगेट नहीं कर पाते हैं, तो वो हमारे वेट वेस्ट के साथ जाता है, और जो हमारा कंपोस्ट हम रेडी करते हैं उसमें इश्यूज आते हैं. Why plastic waste is very hazardous? Because everyone knows that plastic cannot decompose, right? Even a single plastic bag, it takes 1,000 years to decompose. Similarly, the plastic bottles, whether it is disposable spoon or any kind of cutleries you are using, which are made up of plastic materials, and thermocols also. These things are never going to decompose. So you can just imagine the quantum of waste we are daily generating, right? As of now in Vapi city, we are collecting almost 150 metric ton of waste daily, out of which almost 50%, 50% is somewhere around 60 to 70 metric ton waste daily is of plastic waste. But this plastic waste, we are not getting in a separate plastic waste form. We are getting it along with the wet waste. And because of that, everything goes into the processing plant altogether. Next. So as I said, first we collect, then we transport, then we process it. And after processing, whatever remaining things are there, that would go into the landfill. Next. So if we get the segregated waste, so our dry waste would be segregated differently, and as well as wet waste will also be processed separately. In case of dry waste, we have our MRF facility, that is material recovery facility, in which we do not have automatic machine. There are a lot of people, lot of workers who are working to just segregate the plastic waste, plastic bottles, plastic spoons, everything from the collected waste. So you can imagine kind of, that process, like हमारे जो वर्कर है उनको वो सारी चीजें जो आप अपने घर से फेंकते हैं उसमें वो अपने हाथों से उसको अलग करते हैं. So you can imagine their plight, what kind of work they have to do for their earnings. If we can give them segregated waste, these could directly go for the processing. Similarly, wet waste जो हमारे पास आता है, आइडियल कंडीशन में वो वेट वेस्ट जो है वो डायरेक्टली हमारे कंपोस्ट प्लांट पे जाना चाहिए, जहां पे उसका जो है वो जो भी मटेरियल फॉर्म में है उसका सॉर्टिंग होके उसका मिनिमम साइज में उसको हम कन्वर्ट करके फिर उसका कंपोस्टिंग का प्रोसेस करते हैं, जिसे हम विंडरो बोलते हैं, और उसमें से एक कंपोस्ट जनरेट होता है विच वी कैन यूटिलाइज फॉर द क्रॉप एज वेल एज अवर gardening purpose also, right? But if we don't do this segregation, we have a lot of difficulties doing our processing. Next. So as I said, we have this kind of challenges, like we are getting mixed waste. We are having lot of places in public area where roadside dumping is created. We are trying our best to give a clean city to the citizens of Vapi. Every day we have almost more than 500 people working for us as a road sweeper who are daily collecting garbage from the road. Apart from that, we also have, as I said, 90 vehicles. Along with that also there are 2-3 people over a vehicle. So almost we have 1,000 people as of now working to keep the city clean. But still somewhere we are lagging behind. You can find there are a lot of littering on the road. You can find there are multiple places where garbage is dumped. But have you ever thought about it, that who throw it there and who make that dump? These things are created by us only, right? From the citizen of city only. So this is the main thing which first of all should be addressed, so that we can get a litter free roads, a clean space where we can walk. Apart from that, these are the primary concern. If you go into the detail and if you give a longer vision, this dumping creates whatever that plastic material is there, these are not going to decompose. It will be just buried into the soil, right? So ultimately, it gets accumulated over a period of time, which is never going to decompose. So considering all the things, the first thing we would like to address is segregation at source. Segregation is source means you please give us segregated waste. Second thing is do not throw your garbage on the road or any open plots or any public place. Rather, try to give it to the day-to-day garbage collection vehicle. हमारे जितने भी लोग हैं, हमारा यही एक ट्राई रहता है कि हम आप सबको एक बेस्ट सिटी जो है वो दे सके, बट उसमें आपकी तरफ से जो हमें कॉपरेशन चाहिए है, उसमें फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल जैसे मैंने कहा कि हमें एक सेग्रीगेटेड वेस्ट चाहिए. सेकंड, आपके यहाँ पे अगर हमारी गाड़ी नहीं आ रही है गार्बेज कलेक्शन व्हीकल, उस चीज के लिए आप हमें कंप्लेन रजिस्टर करवा सकते हैं, बट प्लीज डू नॉट थ्रो द वेस्ट इन ओपन स्पेसेस. And third thing is, yes, you are doing, but what if your neighbors are not doing, right? So community awareness. If you are practicing this thing at your home, it would be great, but please try to create awareness amongst your neighbor in your society so that we can make a healthy community. That is our main object. Next. So how we are going to proceed, how we would like to take Lumens and their community along with Vapi Municipal Corporation to create more awareness amongst the people. So here we have one planning which we are going to do along with Gautami, that students of Lumens can be a cleanliness ambassador and they can go into their public places, your societies, your living communities, where they can advocate for the cleanliness. So first of all, we are going to give a detailed presentation to all the students of Lumens on 21st, so that they can be first educated that what exactly this thing is, how we are going to proceed, and how they can be helpful to us, and how they can be more educated towards this thing with their bright future. So I would like to have some conversation from the parent side also, from the Gautami also, that how we are going to take this further. Gautami?
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I think this was very revealing. So we understand your efforts. And when I had come to you, I had no idea that, people in the government could be, I mean, you can say कि जिसको इतने अच्छे से हम अप्रोच करके इतनी जल्दी टर्न अराउंड मिल सकता है. I just thought कि I'll just throw an idea, and then you immediately reacted and you accepted this, so which is really, I mean, that I now I know that the government is really working hard to give us a clean city, and it is our responsibility that we give back to you and to Vapi city. So so one is, you said that you will come to 21st and come on 21st on Friday and speak to our students and teach them how to segregate, and then they will go in turn to places in their societies and talk to their neighbors, right? And also one more thing that we can do, of course we can discuss this entire plan at length, and this can be an ever going, we don't want it to be just once or twice and it's done. This can happen forever, right? So we can actually send some students at some spots, say every day, like our bus can go and say some students can go with them, and then we can then assist you in standing there and telling people. So when children do it, I'm sure it'll have a great impact. Children can fold hands and tell people that please यहाँ पे कचरा नहीं फेंको, and that is what we want.
Yes, Gautami. That is what we are also looking forward. like हम एक इस तरीके से प्लान करेंगे कि this is something kind of a community service, like this is a concept in every school and which is actually good. This should be inculcated in kids also. So whenever you have a some hobby period or any sports period or something throughout your weekdays, we will slot different student for a different spaces, and we will make one schedule where your students can just go and educate the people. So we are not going to make them, we are not going to do litter picking or any kind of these things, because yes, that also creates some impact, but it cannot sustain. I mean, we cannot do it multiple times, because I am also concerned about their study timings also. So we do not want that time to get wasted in a kind of activity where we are not getting anything in return, right? So we will plan that way that student can just advocate, be an advocate and do advocacy about the cleanliness and sanitation, right? And first of all, for that, we will come and make them aware about the all the things. So we will take one of your session around half an hour in your school on 21st, so that all the students can have this idea in a better way. And after that, we will make a plan that every day some of your students can go into one of the area and one of the residential colonies along with your staff and my staff, right? So that they can go and just, it will be like a hammering. So we want everyone to get into the habit, right? जब तक कि ये चीज बार बार हम नहीं करेंगे तब तक ये हैबिट क्रिएशन नहीं होगा, और हैबिट क्रिएशन नहीं होगा तब तक कि इसका कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं है. सो वी वांट दिस थिंग टू कंटिन्यू. इट इज नॉट समथिंग कि आज हमने ये एक टॉक कर दिया, अगेन हम एक प्रेजेंटेशन कर देंगे आपकी स्कूल में आके, किसी एक दिन हम सब ने इकट्ठा होके कोई सफाई झुंबेश कर ली और फिर बाद में सब बंद हो गया. नहीं, वी वांट कि चाहे भले ही that efforts could be less than 1%, but yes, it should sustain, वो चलता रहे और लोगों के अंदर जो अवेयरनेस क्रिएट होना चाहिए वो होता रहे.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. And I think you are speaking my mind. So I don't know how to explain that, how thrilled I am, listening to all this. We should do and we will do. So parents, do we have any questions for Astha ma'am? Children, my children are on the call. So even if you are listening on the YouTube, you can chat and then we can put the question to her. Teachers are listening. Teachers, if you have any questions for Astha ma'am, please. Okay, ma'am, till the questions are coming, let me only ask. So can you just give us example of like some spot, where we can go, say first exercise that we do, some spot that you can tell us where we can bring our children, and then what we will do, like our children, what they can do.
See, we will check out from our daily data from which places we are not getting segregated this garbage, or the multiple places where we are getting this dump site on the road. So like some of the area is this Muktanan Road, right? So there are residences on Muktanan Road also. So we will give you one place where students can go to house and they can educate the people in the home, like whosoever is there. So we will make a proper schedule how we are going to do about it. So that would be the thing. I mean, just education purpose, that students only will go and tell the people that how they can do.
Okay, so I have a message here from a parent that we will support you, ma'am. We will start from our home and apartments, dry and wet waste separated.
That's very good. So I think we will discuss everything in detail when we will be there on 26 in your school. right?
Sure.
So as of now, I'll give my closing remarks and then we will just close the VC,
Fine.
right? So the only thing we are here is for the Vapi city and their citizen. We want Vapi to be clean city, and not only just for the ranking purpose, but visually also you feel that you are living in a city which is clean, which has a clean roads, which has clean park and everything, right? So I request all the parents, whenever you send your kids, that motivation should come from your side also, that whatever they are doing in this direction is for their future. Because I am also a parent and I really feel that this is our responsibility to give our kids a bright future with clean city, right? So thank you so much for joining, and I hope we will continue this effort and we will grow into this with a big family. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. We are extremely grateful.
Thank you,
To
Gautam. Thank you.
parents, thank you,
Thank you.
teachers, and thank you, students, for coming. Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
and good night.